Hi guys, welcome back to another exciting tutorial of GreatStack. In this tutorial, we will learn how to make a complete responsive website using React.js. So let's see the project overview that we are going to create in this tutorial. On this website, you can see we have the navigation bar. This navigation bar is transparent. And when we scroll this web page, you can see it adds a dark color in this navigation bar. And this navigation bar is sticky at the top. After that, we have this hero section with some text and button. Then we have this section where it displays the programs offered by the college. Then we have the about section. Then campus photos. In this section, you can see we have the hover effect also. After this campus, here we have the testimonials. If I click here, it will slide this testimonial. After that, we have this contact section with some contact information and one contact form, and at the bottom we have the footer. This web page is completely responsive, so let me open this web page in a smaller screen. If I change the screen size, you can see here also it is looking nice. All the layouts are looking perfect in this mobile screen. Here we have one menu icon, and if I click here, it will open the navigation menu from the side. And if I click again, it will hide this navigation menu. Let's open this web page in full screen. And here you can see we have one play icon. If I click on this play icon, it will start playing one video like this. And when we click on the blank space, it will hide this video. At the bottom, here we have this contact form. If someone fills this contact form, the admin will receive the inquiries on their email ID. So let me submit this form. Here we will type the name. Let's type the name GreatStack. After that, we will type any number. Then here we will type one message. Let's say, hello, GreatStack. Now, if I click on this, submit now, here we have the text sending, and after that you can see email sent successfully. Now if I open my email ID, here you can see I have received a new inquiry. Let me open this one. You can see the timing 0 minutes ago. So we have received this inquiry from our website contact form, and here is the name, phone number and message. So this form is also working. So this was the project overview, and after completing this website, we will deploy it online. Before we start coding, I would like to give shout out to our subscribers who has put effort in creating our previous project, that is Amazon clone, and shared the screenshot of the project on LinkedIn. So congratulations to Gaurav, Jannat, Surinder, Meenu, Dheeraj and everyone who has successfully built Amazon clone project. In this video, we are going to use React. So if you are absolute beginner in React, then I will highly recommend you to watch my complete JavaScript course where I have explained all the advanced JavaScript concepts that are required to learn React.js. I will provide the link in the description. So if you are ready to level up your React.js skills, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get started. Right now I am on my desktop screen. Here I will press Shift and right click, and I will select Open PowerShell window. And you can open the command prompt also. In this PowerShell window, we will type npm create wait at latest and press enter. Now it is asking for the project name. So here we will type the website name that we are creating. So let me type EduCity. Then we will select the React. After that, select JavaScript. Now it will create a folder with the name EduCity. You can see this folder here. So let's close this terminal, and we will open this folder with VS Code editor. So right click here and select open with code. Now this folder is open in this VS Code editor. In this one, we will click here on terminal and click new terminal. So here you can see we are in the EduCity folder. Here we will type npm install, then press enter. So it will install all the dependencies. It can take some time depending on the internet speed. Now you can see it will create a folder here, node modules. And now we will type npm run dev in this terminal, then press enter. So it will start our project on local server. So let's open this local server URL in the web browser. So I'll press Ctrl and click on this link. So it will open this link in the web browser. So this is our basic React project. Now we have to clear this project. So let's come back. And first we will open this index.html file. Let's minimize this terminal. And here you can see we have this link tag where we have href wheat.svg. So let's remove this link. And after that, here we have the title. So in this title, we will add the name GreatStack. Now if I open the web page again, here you can see at top we have the name GreatStack in the tab title. Now let's come back, and here in this public folder we have a file wheat.svg. We will delete this file. After that we will open this src folder, and in this src folder here we have the assets folder, and in this assets we have react.svg. We will delete this file also. After that we will open this app.css. So here we have some CSS properties. So let's delete this app.css file. That's it. Next we have index.css file. So we will remove all codes from this index.css file. This is empty. Now here we have the app.jsx file. We will clear this file also, like this. Now if I open the web page, you can see this web page is completely blank. So we have cleared the basic React project. Now we will come back, and here in this app.jsx we will type RAFCE. Select this snippet, so it will create the React component. To use this RAFC shortcut, you need one extension. So let me show you that extension. So this is the extension that we have installed, ES7 React Redux. So you need to install this extension, then you can use RAFC shortcut to create the React component. I have already created the React basic tutorial where I have explained all the required extensions to work with React project. In React, we create the components for different UI layout. In our website, we will create the navigation bar, header, footer, then testimonial section, about section. So for all these sections, we will create different components. For that, in this src folder, we will create a new folder with the name components. So right click over this src folder, select new folder and write the folder name components. Now in this components folder, we can create multiple components. So first we will create the navbar component. So here right click over this components folder and select new folder and write the folder name navbar. Now right click over this navbar folder and select new file, and here we will add the file name navbar.jsx. Now for this component we need one CSS file also. So again right click on this navbar folder and select new file and write the file name navbar.css. So this is the CSS file. Next, we have to import this CSS file in this navbar.jsx file. So first we will add rafce to convert it into component. Then we will import the CSS file. We will type import and provide the file path. It will be navbar.css. Now to create the navbar, we will use the nav tag. So remove this div. Here we will use nav like this, and in this nav tag we will add the image and links. So let's add img tag. In this src we have to provide the image. So first we need to add some images in our project. So let's come back, and here I have one folder that contains some images and icons. So let's copy all the images and icons and we will place it in our project folder. Open the project folder, go to src, then open assets and place it in this assets folder. I will provide all these images download link in the video description. After that, let's open the VS Code editor. In this src and assets folder, you can see we have all the images, right? Next, we have to import these images in this component file. So first we will import the logo that we will use in the navigation bar. So here we will type import logo from, and here we have to provide the path. So let's add assets folder slash and the file name, that is logo.png. After that, here we will type curly braces logo. Now in this nav tag we will create some links. So we will add ul, then li, and here we will type the text. It is home. Let's duplicate it and we will change the text. So here I have added home, program, about us, campus, testimonials and contact us. After that, we have to mount this component in the app.jsx file. So open this app.jsx file and within this div, we will add opening arrow, navbar, select it. So it will import this navbar in this second line and close this tag. After that, we will open the web browser. So you can see here we have the links and we have the logo also, that is in the white color. That's why it is not visible. So let's come back and we will add some CSS properties for this nav tag. So let's copy this one and open this navbar.css file. In this one, let's add this nav, and here we will add width 100% and we will add the background. And let's add any color code here and we will add the color. It will be white. That will be the text color. After adding this, if I open the web page, you can see we have the logo and these links. You can see some space from the top and left side. That is because of the default margin. So let's come back and we will add some CSS properties in this index.css file. So in this index.css file, we will add star that will select all the HTML elements. So for this one, let's add margin 0, padding 0. Then we will add the box sizing, border box. Now we'll add the CSS property for the body. In this body we will add one background color. So let's add this background and this color code. After that we will add CSS properties for the A tag. Here we will add text decoration none. Then we will add the color, inherit. After that we will add the line height. Then we will add cursor pointer. So after adding this, again come back to the web page. You can see we don't have any extra space. Next we have to change the font of these text. So to add a different font family, we will open Google and search for outfit font. Open this website, which is fonts.google.com. Then click on this button, Get Font. Then click on this button, Get Embed Code. And here we will click on Import. And just copy this link. And come back to the VS Code editor. In this index.css file, we will place this link at the top. After that, here we have the font family. Just copy this one and come back to the VS Code editor. Place it in this star. So this font family will be applicable for all the HTML elements. After adding this, again come back to the web page and you can see these fonts has been changed. Right? Next we have to align these text and logo image. So we will add some CSS properties. So let me open the VS Code editor and here we will open navbar.css file. Let's add some padding, 4 pixel and 0. That is 4 pixel from top and bottom, left, right, 0. This navbar will be fixed at the top when you scroll the web page. So that's why we will add the position. Position will be fixed. And it will be fixed at the top 0, left 0. After that we will add display flex. So it will align the content side by side. Then we will add align items center and justify content will be space between, so that the logo will be in the left side and text in the right side. After that we will add z-index. Let's say 10. So it will overlap all the elements on the web page when you scroll the web page. Now let's come back to the web page and you can see this logo in the left side and links in the right side. After that we have to reduce the size for this logo. So let's come back and here we will add the class name. In this navbar you can see we have added img tag, and in this img we will add class name logo. Now we will use this class to reduce the size of logo. So in this CSS file we will add .logo and here we will add width 180 pixel. So you can see small size for this logo. Next we will add the CSS for this text which is in the right side, and we have to align these text horizontally. So let's come back. Here we will add nav tag. In this nav we have used ul and li. So for these list we will add display inline block. Then we will add list style none. After that we will add margin. So it will be 5 pixel from top and bottom and 20 pixel from left and right side. Then we will add the font size 16 pixel. After adding this, you can see these are aligned horizontally. Right? Now again come back and we will open this navbar.jsx file. In this nav tag we will add a class name. Let's add container, and for this container class we will add a space from the left and right side, and I want this a space on all the components. That's why we will add this CSS in the index.css file. we will open index.css and here we will add this class name container. Here I am adding this container class because I will use this container class in all the components. So for this container, let's add padding from the left side, 10%, padding from the left side and padding from the right side. Now again open the web page and you can see we have a space from the left and right side. After that we have to make this contact us as a button. So let's come back and here we have the navbar.jsx file. In this one we have contact us. So in this li tag, let's use button tag. We will type button and place this text within this button tag. Now for this button, let's add a class name btn. Now I want this btn class in multiple components. That's why we will add this btn class in this index.css file. And here we will add the CSS properties for the button. So let's add background. The background will be white. After that we will add color, that will be button text color. So we will add this color code. Then we will add the padding, that will be space inside the button. It is 14 pixel from top and bottom and 25 pixel from left and right side. Then we will change the font size, it will be 16 pixel, and after that we will add the border radius about 30 pixel. After that we will add the cursor, pointer and border 0, outline 0. After adding this, let's open the web page again and here you can see we have a button, contact us. After making this navigation bar, we will create the header section. So let's create a new component. So in this components folder, we will create a new folder. So right click over this components folder and select new folder and we will add the folder name hero. We will create the hero component. Now right click over this hero and select new file and write the file name hero.jsx. Now we'll create the CSS file. So right click over this hero folder and select new file. It will be hero.css. Right? Now open this hero.jsx file, type rafce, select this snippet and here we will import the CSS file. So write import and provide the file path hero.css. Now here we have the div. In this div we will add a class name. So let's add the class name hero. And now we will add the CSS properties for this hero. So write this class name here. And for this one we will provide width. It will be 100%. After that we will provide the minimum height. So the minimum height will be 100 VH, which is viewport height. Then we will add the background and in the background we will add one image and over that image we will add a color. So first let's add the image. We will add URL and in this URL we have to provide the path of the image. So let's add the file path, assets, and the file name is hero.png. After adding this, we have to mount this hero component in the app.jsx file. So open app.jsx and after this navbar, we will add opening arrow, hero, select this and close this. Right? After that, open the web page and you can see here we have the navigation bar, then we have a image. Now we need a dark layer over this image. So again come back and open this hero.css file and here before this URL we will add linear gradient and add a comma. Now within this linear gradient we have to provide two color code. So let's add RGBA and we will add this value. This is 70% opacity, that is 0.7. Now let's add this value again, add a comma. This is the second color code which is same. So after adding this, let's add background size. It will be cover. Then we will add the background position. It will be center. Then let's add the color. It will be white, so that all the text inside this hero component will be in the white color. Open the web page again and you can see here we have a background image, and over this image we have one dark layer. Now we can remove this black color in this navigation bar. So let's open this code navbar.css and here we have added background. So let's comment it. We have removed this background, save the changes and come back to the web page. So you can see now this navigation bar becomes transparent. Next we will add some text on this hero component. So let's come back and open this hero.jsx file. In this one, let's add a div with the class name hero text. And within this, we will add one title in h1 tag. So this is the title. After this title, we will add one description in p tag. So let's add the description also. And after that, we will add one button. So we will use the button tag and we will add the class name btn that we have already used. So in this button, we will add the button text. The button text will be explore mode, right? So after adding this, let's open the web page and you can see these text are coming at the top and it is in the left side. So for this text also we need a space from the left and right side. So here with this hero class name, we will add one more class name. So let's add a space and here we will add the class name container that we have already used in the navigation bar. Just add this class name, that's it. And you can see we have a space in the left side, right? Now we have to move all these text in the center. For that, let's come back and we will open the CSS file. Let's copy this class name hero text and open this hero CSS. Write this class name here and here we will add text align center and we will add the maximum width of 800 pixel. And in the parent div, which is hero, here let's add display flex, align items center and justify content center. After adding this, the hero text div will be in the center of the web page. So let's open the web page again and you can see it is in the center. Next we have to add the CSS properties for this title, which is in the h1. Then we will add the CSS for this description, which is in the p tag. So let's come back and open this CSS file. Here we will add hero text, then h1. So for this title, we have to change the font size. The font size will be 60 pixel and we will change the font weight. It will be 600. Again, add this class name, then write p tag, and for this p, let's add the maximum width of 700 pixel. Then we will add the margin. So it will be 10 pixel from top, left right will be auto and 20 pixel at the bottom. After that, we will add the line height 1.4. That's it. So after adding this, you can see this title and description is looking good. Now in this button, we will add one small arrow. So let's open the hero.jsx file. And here we have the button text explore more. So after this text, we will add one img tag. And in this image, we will add one arrow icon. So first we have to import that icon from the assets folder. So here, let's add import, and we'll add the name for the img file. We will add dark arrow from and provide the path. It will be in the assets folder and the file name is darkarrow.png. Now we can use this to display the icon in this button. So here let's add curly braces and dark arrow. That's it. After adding this, again open the web page and you can see here we have the explore more and this dark arrow. Next we have to align this text and icon in same horizontal line, and we have to change the size of this icon also. So let's open this index.css file where we have added the CSS for the btn tag. In this one, we will add display inline flex, then align items center and justify content center. After adding these 3 lines, let's open the web page again, and you can see the text and icons are aligned in same horizontal line. Next we have to reduce the size of this icon and we have to provide the space between the text and icon. So let's come back, and here we will use this class name, and in this button we have the img tag. So for this image, we will set the width 20 pixel and margin from the left side. So we will get space between the text and icon. Now this button is looking good. Now we have completed the navigation bar and the hero component. Next we will create the programs component where we will display the programs offered by the college or university. So let's come back to the VS Code editor. We will right click over this components folder and select new folder, and we will add the folder name programs. Again right click on this programs folder and select new file, and we will add the file name programs.jsx. Again right click here and select new file, and the file name will be programs.css. Next we will import this CSS file in this JSX file. So open this programs.jsx file. We will use RAFCE and we will use the import statement. Provide the file path programs.css. Now in this div we will provide one class name. So let's add the class name programs. Now in this programs, we will create 3 columns where we will display 3 different programs. So let's add one div with the class name program. You can see here I have added programs and this one is program. That's it. Now in this one, let's add the image. So we will use the img tag. After adding this img tag, we have to add the image here. So we will import that image. So let's add import statement program1 from then path, and the file name is program1.png. Similarly, we will import the other image also. It is 2, 3, 2 and 3. These images are available in the assets folder. Now we will use this program1 here with the curly braces. And let's duplicate this. Here we will add program2 and 3. Right? After adding this, we have to mount this component in the app component. So open this app.jsx file, and here we will add programs. Close this arrow. Save the changes and come back to the web page. Here we have one error, program.css. So let's come back and open this program.jsx file, and here we will add s. It is programs.css. Save the changes and again refresh the web page. Here it is saying programs1.png is not available. So let's open the assets folder. In this src assets, you can see we have the image name program1, program2 and program3. So let's open the VS Code again, and here we will update program 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. Save the changes and open the website. Now you can see here we have these images. We have added 3 images, right? Now let's come back. Now we have to align all these images side by side, and we have to provide some space. So let's copy this class name programs, open this CSS file which is programs.css, write this class name, and here we will add the margin. This will be 80 pixel from top and bottom and auto from left and right side. After that we will add the width. The width will be 90%. Next we will add display, flex, align items center and justify content a space between, so that all the elements inside this programs will be aligned side by side. After that we have to change the size of the images. So let's copy this. Here we will add program and then write img. So for these images we will add the width. It will be 100%. Then we will add the border radius. So the border radius will be 10 pixel and display block. After that we have to add the class name program here, and for this one also we will add the CSS properties. So let's add flex basis 31%. So it will use 31% width, and the remaining width will be added between the images. So let's open the web page again, and you can see these images are aligned horizontally, and here we have equal space. Next we need a space from the left side and right side. So in the hero and navigation bar we have used the container class to add a space in the left side and right side. So again we will use the same class name. So let's come back to the VS Code editor. Here we have the program.jsx file. Here we can add the container, but we need to add the container class in all the components. So instead of adding it here, we will open this app.jsx file. Here we have programs. So before that we will add a div with the class name container and move this here in this div. So in this div with the class name container we have added this programs. So it will add a space from the left side and right side. After this programs we will add another section that we will add here. So we don't need to add this container class again. Save the changes and open the web page. You can see we have even more space in the left side and right side. Now it is looking perfect. Next we have to add the hover effect on these programs images. When we take cursor over these images, it will display the icon and text with background color. So let's come back and open this programs.jsx file, and in this one here we have the img tag. So after that we will add a div with the class name caption, and in this div we will add one icon using the img tag, and after that icon we will add the text using p tag. and the text is graduation degree. Now here we have to provide the icon. So let's import that. We will duplicate this line. It will be program icon _1. And here also we will update the name program icon 1. So we will add 3 icons. It is program icon 2 and program icon 3. Here also 2 and 3. Now here we will add the first icon, program icon 1. We will add it in the curly braces. Now we will duplicate this caption. So let's copy it and paste it in the second one after this img and in the third one. And we will replace the image. It is program icon 2. It is program icon 3. And we will add the text also. So the second one is master degree. And the next one is post graduation. That's it. After updating this, again open the web page. And here you can see we have these icons and text. Now we have to overlap these icons and text on these images with the background color. So let's come back and copy this class name caption. Open this programs.css file, and here we will add dot caption. We will add the border radius. So the border radius will be 10 pixel. After that we will add the position absolute. Top will be 0, left 0, then bottom 0 and right 0. And here we are adding position absolute. So in this parent, which is program, here we will add position relative like this. After that we will add the background in this caption. So let's add background, and here we will add this color code RGBA 0, 15, 152, and it will be 0.3. It means 30% opacity. After that, in this caption we have the img tag. So let's add img, and for this one we will define the width. So the width will be 60 pixel and margin from the bottom, it is 10 pixel. So after adding this, come back to the web page. You can see here we have this icon and this text. Now we have to move this icon and text in the center, and we have to change the color of this text. And you can see we have applied one color layer over this image. So let's come back, and here in this caption, let's add display flex, align items center, then justify content center, and flex direction will be column. After that we will add the color white, that will be the text color. Then we will add the cursor pointer. After that, let's come back to the web page. You can see these icons and text is in the center of these images. Next we have to hide these content. It will be visible when we take cursor over this image. So to hide this one, we will add opacity 0. So it is hidden. You can see we have only image. We don't have the icons and text. Now we have to display that icon and text when we take cursor. So here let's add dot program, then hover, then dot caption. When we take cursor over this program, then this caption will be visible. So just add opacity 1. Now come back. You can see if I move cursor over this image, that icon and text is visible. Let's move it to second one. You can see it is displaying the icon and text. Let's see the third one. Next we have to add some transition so that this text and icon will be moving up when we take cursor. So let's come back, and here in this caption, let's add padding from the top, that is 70%. And here in this hover caption, we will add padding from the top 0. And in this caption, here we have the caption. In this one, we will add the transition. Let's add transition of 0.4 seconds, like this. Save the changes and open the web page again. If I take cursor over the image, the icons and text moves up. Now this hover effect is looking perfect. Now we have completed this programs section, but before that we have to add one title also. So we will use the same title multiple times. That's why we will create one component so that we can reuse that component to display different title. So let's come back, and here we have the components folder. Right click over here and select new folder and write the folder name title. Now right click over this title folder, select new file and write the file name title.jsx. Now for this title.jsx, we will create one CSS file. So right click here and new file, it will be title.css. Now open this title.jsx file, type rafce, import the CSS file, title.css, and here with this div we have to provide one class name. So in this div, let's add the class name. It is title. After that, we will add p tag. In this p tag, we will add the subtitle. So our subtitle is our programs. Then we will add the title in h2 tag. So we will use the h2 tag. And in this one, we will add our title, that is what we offer. Like this. Next, we have to mount this component in the app.jsx file. So before this programs, we will mount that title component. So use title, like this. After adding this, we will come back to the web page, and you can see here we have the title, our programs, and what we offer. Now we have to apply some CSS for this one. So just come back and open this title.jsx file, copy this class name title and open the title.css file. Write this class name here with the dot, and here we will add text align center. Then we will add the color. After that, we will add the font size. That will be 15 pixel. Then we will add the font weight, 600. Then we will add the text transform uppercase. Then add margin. It will be 70 pixel from top, 0 from left and right, and 30 pixel at the bottom. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this h2. So here we will add dot title h2. Let's add the font size, 32 pixel. Then we will change the color. After that, we will add the margin from the top, 5 pixel, and text transform will be none. Save the changes, open the web page again. Now you can see this subtitle and title is looking perfect. But right now here we have used the title and subtitle in this component. But instead of writing it here, we will pass it through props. so that we can use the same component with different title and subtitle. So how we can do that? Let's remove it and remove this one also. And we will come here in this app.jsx file. When we are calling this, where we have mounted this title. So in this one, we will pass the props. So let's add a space here and we will pass the subtitle. So let's add subtitle equal to, and here we will pass the subtitle that we want to display on the web page. So it is our program. After that, we will add the title equal to, and here we will provide the title, that is what we offer, like this. So in this title component, we are passing these props, subtitle and title. Now to receive this in the title component, we will open this title.jsx file, and here in this we will add curly braces, and let's add subtitle and title. Now we can use this in this p tag. Just add curly braces, paste the subtitle, and in this h2 add curly braces and add title. So here we are receiving the title and subtitle from props, and we will use this in this p tag and h2 tag to display it on our web page. So again, open the web page and you can see here we have our programs and what we offer. So these text are coming as a props from this app.jsx file. Now we have completed this title and this program section. Next we will create the about section. To create the new component, we will right click on this components folder, select new folder and write the folder name about. Right click over this about folder, select new file and write the file name about.jsx, and again right click here and select new file, write the file name about.css. Open this about.jsx file, type rafce, then import the CSS file about.css. Now for this div, we will add a class name. So the class name is about. Now this about section will contain two columns. In the left column, we will add the image and play icon, and in the right column, we will add some description about the college or university. So here let's create one div with the class name about left. This is for the left column. Duplicate it and it will be right column. Now in the left side, we will add one image. So just add img tag and we have to import that image first. So here we will add the import statement. It will be about img from, provide the path. This is about.png. We will import one more image, that is play icon. Here also we will type play-icon.png from the assets folder. Now here we will use the first image about img with this curly braces, and let's provide the class name, that is about img. Duplicate it and here we will add the second image, which is play icon and the class name is also play icon, like this. And in the right column we will add some text. So first we will add the text in H3 tag, that is about university. After that we will add some text in H2 tag. So this is the text. Then we will add some description in P tag. So let's add this. Here I have added 3 P tag with description text, and here we have the left column which contains 2 images. Save the changes, and we have to mount this about component in the app.jsx file. Open this app.jsx. After this programs, we will add about, then close the arrow. Now again come back to the web page, scroll this website, and here you can see we have very large image. Then we have this play icon, then we have this description. Next we have to add some CSS properties. So let's come back and copy this class name from this about.jsx file, which is about, and open this about.css file. So first we will add the CSS properties for this about class name. In this one we will add the margin of 100 pixel and auto. So there will be space from the top and bottom, which is 100 pixel. Then we will add the display flex so that the columns will be aligned side by side. Align item center and justify content, space between. Then we will add the width of 90%. After adding this, you can see here we have the image, and in the right side you can see this text. Now come back, and we have to define the width for the left column and right column. So you can see we have the class name about left and about right. So let's use the first class name here, and for the left one we will add the flex basis 40%. So it will use the 40% space. And now we will add the class name about right. So for this right column we will add the flex basis. So it will be 56%. So the remaining 4% will be space between these columns. Now in this first one we have the image, that is about img. So let's copy this, add it here, about img, and we will provide the width 100%, and we will provide the border radius of 10 pixel. After adding this, you can see here we have the image in the left side and these text in the right side. Here you can see we have the play icon. We have to place this play icon over this image. So we will use the position absolute. So let's come back and copy this class name play icon, add it here. So for this play icon we will add the width 60 pixel, then we will add the position absolute, top 50%, left 50%, then transform translate minus 50% and minus 50%. Here we have used the position absolute. So in this about left we will use position relative. So that icon will be in the center of this about left column. Come back, and here you can see we have the icon over this about image, and this icon is in the center of this image. Next we have to apply the CSS for the text which is in the right side. Here we have the subtitle, title and description. This one is in the H3 tag, this is in the H2 tag, and this is in the P tag. So let's come back, and here let's provide the class name about, then h3. We will add the font weight of 600, then font size of 16 pixel. After that, we will add the color. Next, we will add the CSS properties for the h2 tag. So duplicate it. Here we will add h2. So for this one, we will add font size of 35 pixel. Then we will add the color. Next, we will add the margin 10 pixel line 0. And here we will provide the maximum width 400 pixel. Next, we have the description in p tag. So write about and p. Here we will add color, then margin at the bottom. That's it. Save the changes and come back to the web page. You can see the right column is also looking perfect. So we have completed this about section. Right now, if I scroll this web page, you can see here we have the menu in white color. The logo is in the white color, and if I scroll the web page, this navigation bar is fixed at the top. But when we scroll it here in the white background, you can see these menu links are not clearly visible, and this logo is also not clear. So we have to provide the background color when we scroll this web page. Correct? For that, let's come back to the navbar. So close this about, and here we have the navbar.jsx file. So you can see in this navbar, here we have added class name container. So with this container class name, we will provide one more class name that will be dark nav. So whenever we will scroll the web page, we will get the navigation bar in dark color. So here let's add dark nav. Copy this, and we will add the CSS properties for this dark nav. So let me open this CSS file navbar.css, and in this one we will just add .darknav, and we will provide the background. Then we will add the transition 0.5 seconds. After applying it, open the web page. You can see here we have the navigation bar in the dark color, and if I scroll to the top, still you can see we have the navigation bar with the same dark color. But I want this navigation bar to be transparent when we are on the top of the web page, and when we scroll the web page, then only it will become dark. To keep this transparent, let's come back, open this navbar.jsx file and remove this dark nav. We will add it dynamically. Remove it, and first here we will add the logic. Before this return, let's add some space, and here we will add use state variable. So let's add const, and the variable name is sticky, and setter function name is setSticky. Then we will use state, select it from snippet, so it will be imported here, use state. Now we will initialize it with one value, which is false, right? So by default it will be false. The sticky variable value will be false. Now when we scroll the web page, then it will become true, and when it is true, it will apply that dark nav class name in the navigation bar. For that, here we will add use effect. Select it from here. Use effect has been imported here in this line. Now, in this use effect, we will add one arrow function. Write comma and use square bracket. So this function will be executed only once when the component is loaded. Now in this one, we will add window dot add event listener, and the event name is scroll. It means when we scroll the web page, this function will be executed. We will add one arrow function. Now in this arrow function, let's add window dot scroll y. So this window dot scroll y will provide the value of the scroll position from the top. So if it is greater than 50, then a sticky will be true, and if it is less than 50, in that case this sticky will be false. So we will use this setter function, set a sticky. We will use the question mark to use the ternary operator, and here we will add the if condition. So just add setter function and set it as true. We will add colon to add the else condition. We will add this, and here we will add false. If you are getting confused in this events ternary operator, then I will recommend you to watch my complete JavaScript course, where I have explained all the important JavaScript concepts used in the React. You can find the video link in the description. So what will happen here, when we scroll the web page, this function will be executed and it will check for the window.scroll y value. If it is greater than 50, then the sticky will be true, else the sticky will be false. And when the sticky is true, it means we have scrolled the web page greater than 50, then we will apply that class name to make the navigation bar dark. How we can do that? So we will use this sticky here in this class name. So here we will add backticks. So first let's remove everything. Here we will use the curly braces, then we will add the backticks, and in this backticks, first we will add the container class name. This container class name will be always there. Then we will add one class name dynamically. So we will use the dollar curly braces. Here we are using the template literal. So in this one, just add a sticky and we will check if the sticky is true. In that case, we will add that class name, dark nav, and then we will add colon and simply empty string. If it is false, in that case this will be empty string. There will be no extra class name. So whenever the sticky is true, it means we have scrolled the web page. It will provide this dark nav class name. That's it. Save the changes and come back to the web page. You can see right now we are on the top of the web page and this navigation bar is transparent. We don't have the background color. And when we scroll this web page by 50 pixels, you can see the navigation bar becomes dark. And it remains dark when we keep scrolling the web page, and when we come to the top again, it becomes transparent. Let's come back and try to change it. If I make it 500, save the changes, come back to the web page, you can see it is transparent. And when we scroll the web page more than 500 pixels, let's scroll it, it is transparent, still it is transparent, and still it is transparent, and now it becomes dark. when we scroll the web page more than 500. So we will keep it 50 only. Now we have made our sticky navigation bar in dark color when we scroll the web page. Till now we have completed the hero section, then programs, then about, which is here. After that we will create this campus section. But before this campus we will add one title. So let's come back, and here we have the app.jsx file. We already have one title here, so let's copy it and paste it after this about. We have added another title, and in this one we will add another subtitle and title. So instead of our programs we will add gallery, and here we will add the title, which is campus photos. That's it. We have used the same component and provided different text using props. Save the changes and come back to the web page. You can see here we have the hero section, then title and programs, then about, and after that you can see here we have another title, which is gallery campus photos. After this title we will display the campus images. So let's come back, and here we will create a new component. So let me close these files, which is not required right now. And here we will click on components folder and select new folder, and we will provide the folder name campus. Right click over this campus folder, select new file and write the file name campus.jsx. Right click over this campus folder again, select new file and write the file name campus.css. Open this JSX file, and here we will add rafce, then import the CSS file. Now here in this div we will provide one class name. So let's add class name campus. In this one we will add one gallery where we will display the campus photos. So let's add one div with the class name gallery. And in this one we will display the images. So use the img tag, and here we will provide the image. So first we will import that image. So use the import statement, and the name will be gallery 1 from assets folder, and file name, it is gallery 1.png. Now duplicate it. We will import 4 images. It is gallery 2, 3 and 4. It also 2, 3 and 4. Now we will use this first image in this first src. Now duplicate it. It will be 2, 3 and 4. So we have added 4 images in this div with the class name gallery. Now we have to mount this campus component in the app.jsx file. So here after this title, let's add opening arrow campus, select this one from a snippet, then close this tag. Open the web page again, and here you can see after this title, here we have the images. Total we have 4 images. Now we have to align all these images side by side. So just come back and open this campus.jsx file. First we will copy this class name campus and open the CSS file, and here we will add margin. It will be 80 pixel from top and bottom and auto from left and right side. Then we will provide the width of 90%. Then text align will be center. After that, here we have the gallery, and in this gallery we have 4 images and we have to align all these images side by side. That's why we will use the display flex. Then align item center and justify content space between. Let's add the margin from the bottom 40 pixel. After that, in this gallery we have the image also. So write .gallery img tag, and for this image we will provide the width 23%. So each image will use 23% space, and remaining 6% will be space between these images. For this image, let's add the border radius of 10 pixel. Save the changes, come back to the web page again. You can see these images are aligned horizontally and the size is also perfect. Here we have the equal space between these images. After these images, we will create one button. So let's come back, open this campus.jsx file, and here we have the div with the class name gallery, which is closing here. So after this, let's add one button, and the button text will be see more here. And in this button, there will be one image and we have to import the image. So let's duplicate this line and we'll add the image name white arrow, and here we will add the file name white arrow.png. Use this here in this src. So we have added one button with the button text and one arrow icon which is in the white color. And with this button we will add the class name btn. Correct? Now open the web page. Here you can see we have one button, and in this button we have one icon also which is in the white color, and the button background is also white. That's why the icon is not visible. So we will change the background color of this button. So what we will do, with this btn we will add one more class name which is dark btn, like this. Copy this one and we will open this index.css file. In this index.css file we have added the CSS for this btn. So here we will add .btn. Again we will add dot and dark btn. So the button that contains both class btn and dark btn. For that one we will display the different background color. So we will add the background and this color code. And the button text color will be white. So just add color white. That's it. After adding this, you can see this button is looking perfect, and this icon is also visible in this button. So now we have completed the campus section of our website. After this campus, we will create another title. So let's come back. We will open app.jsx file, and after this campus component, we will again use this title component. So let's copy this, paste it here, and here we will pass another value in the props. So first we will add the subtitle, that is testimonials. Then we will add the title. So in this title we will add what a student says. Save the changes, open the web page again, and here you can see at the bottom we have the testimonials and what a student says. After that we have to display the testimonials. For that we will create a new component. So let's close this, and here we have the components folder. Right click here, select new folder, and the folder name will be testimonials. Now right click over this testimonials folder and select new file, and the file name is testimonials.jsx. Again right click here, new file, and the file name is testimonials.css. Next open this JSX file, write RAFCE, then import the CSS file, and here we have this div. So in this div, let's add a class name. So we will add the class name testimonials. So in this testimonial, we will create one slider where we will add the back button, next button, and in the slider we will display multiple testimonials that you can slide in the left or right side. So here let's add the img. This image will be next button or back button. So here we have to add a class name. So let's add the class name. Next btn, and here we have to provide the image for the next button. So let's import the image. We will add import next icon from this path assets folder, then file name. It is next icon.png. Now we will import the back icon, and here also back icon. After that we will import the images for the user's profile that we will be using in the testimonial. So let's add import. Let me copy this one only, and here we will add user1 from assets folder user1.png. Duplicate it, and it will be 2, 3, 4. Here also update the file user2, user3, and user4.png. We have imported all the images. Now first we will use this next icon. Just copy and add it here with the curly braces. So this is the next icon, and the class name is next btn. Next duplicate it, and here we will add the second image, which is back icon, and let's add the class name back btn. That's it. Now in this one we will add a slider. So let's add div with the class name slider. That's it. Now let's mount this component in the app.jsx file. So open this app.jsx. After this title, let's add testimonials. Save the changes, come back to the web page. Here you can see we have the next and back button, which is in the white color. So we have to design these buttons. So let's come back, and first we'll add the CSS properties for this testimonials div. So copy this class name, open this testimonials.css file, and here let's add testimonials class name. Then we will add the margin 80 pixel and auto. Then we will add the padding of 0 and 80 pixel. Then we will add the position relative like this. After that we will add dot next btn and dot back btn. We have created these class name here, next btn, back btn. So for these both icons we will add position absolute top 50%, right 0, then transform, translate y minus 50%. So it will move up by 50% of the width. Then we will add the padding of 15 pixel and the width will be 50 pixel. Then we will add the border radius of 50% so that it will be a circle and cursor pointer. After adding this, we will open the web page again. You can see here we have this icon. In this one we have to add the background color also. So let's come back and we will add background, and in this background we will add this color code. Save the changes. You can see the background color is applied in this icon which is in the right side, and it is not working in the left icon. So let's come back and let's open this JSX file. Here we have the class name. It will be next, next btn. Correct the spelling, and now you can see both icons are in the right side only, which is here. So we have to move the icon in the left and right side. So here we will open this CSS file, and in this one we will add this back btn, place it here, and for this one let's add right auto and left 0. So this back button will be in the left side and the next button will be in the right side. You can see here we have the right button and here we have the back button. Now in this one we will create the testimonials. So we will create multiple cards. So just come back and here we have the testimonials.jsx file, and here we have added the slider. So for this slider let's add one UL tag, and in this UL we will add li. We will create multiple li tags where we will display the testimonial of each user. So let's add one div in this li. So we will add the div with the class name slide. In this div, first we will display the user's information like user's profile image, then user's name and designation. So let's add another div with the class name user info. In this user info, first we will add the user's image with the img tag, and we have imported the image here user1. So place it here with the curly braces. After that we will add a div where we will group the user's name and designation. So in this div let's provide the name in h3 tag. So this is the name. After that we will add their company in span tag like this. So this is the user's info div. So after closing of this div we will add the description text for the particular user. So let's add this text here. So we have created the first slide in this li tag. Now we will duplicate this li tag. So select this li and duplicate it. So we have added total 4 li tags. In these li tags we will update the images. So this is the user 1, this is user 2, then user 3, then user 4. Then update the name and text also. Correct. After that we will open the web page. So you can see here we have the user's image, name, text. Now we have to add the CSS properties for these list. So just come back and first we will use this class name slider. So just copy this class name slider, open this testimonials.css file. Here we will provide the class name slider, and for this one we will add overflow hidden. After that, in the slider we have the UL tag. So let's add dot slider UL, and for this UL we will provide display flex, then width will be 200%, then overflow X hidden, then transition 0.5 seconds. After adding this, if I come back to the web page, you can see here we have these items side by side. Here you can see only two lists and other two are hidden because we have increased the width 200% like this, and the 100% is visible here and remaining 100% is hidden because here we have added overflow hidden. If I comment it and come back to the web page, you can see these lists are here. We can see it by scrolling the web page horizontally. So all lists are aligned horizontally and it is using 200% space. Now we have to hide the other list. It should display only 100% width. That's why here we will use overflow hidden. So we will get only two images here, two lists here. Now just come back and we will add the CSS properties for these list items. So we have total 4 list items. So here let's add slider, UL and LI. So for these lists, let's add list style none. Then we will add the width. So the width will be 50%. Then we will add the padding of 20 pixel. You can see here we have some space around this list items because we have used the 20 pixel padding and the width is 50%. Now in this LI we have the class name slide. So just add this class name here in this CSS file, and for each slide we will add the CSS properties. So let's add box shadow 00 20 pixel RGBA, then we will add this color code 0.05. Then we will add the padding of 40 pixel. After that we will add the border radius 10 pixel. Then we will add color and line height 1.4. After adding this, we will come back to the web page. You can see very small shadow around these list items. If I change the color, let me add background black. You can see these testimonials are in this size. Now let me remove this background color. Now we will add the CSS properties for these user icon, user name. So let's use this class name slide. Then in this one we have the img. So for this img we will add the width. It will be 65 pixel. Border radius will be 50% so that it will be a circular image. Then margin from the right side, that is 10 pixel, and border of 4 pixel solid and one color code. You can see small profile icon. Now we have to align this icon and this text side by side. So here you can see we have a class name user info. So use this class name user info, and for this one we will provide display flex, align item center, then margin from the bottom, and font size will be 15 pixel. Now you can see the icon and text is side by side. Next we have to change the color of this user's name. So we will use user info, then H3. For this one, let's add this color code. That's it. Now this user's testimonial is looking good. In this code file you can see we have added 4 testimonials, user 1, user 2, user 3 and user 4, and here it is displaying only 2 users. So next we have to add the functionality so that when we click on the next button, it should display the another user's testimonial. For that, let's come back, scroll up, and here before this return statement, let's add some space, and here we will add the logic for the back and next button. So first we have to add one on-click functionality on this next and back button. So we'll add on-click, and in this one we will add slide forward. Now copy this one and add it in the next one, and here we will add slide backward. So when we click on this next button, it should execute this slide forward function, and when we click on this back button, it should execute this slide backward function. Next we have to declare these functions. So here we will add const slide forward equal to one arrow function, and let's duplicate it. This will be slide backward. So when we click on these icons, it should slide these list. These list items are placed in the UL tag, and this UL tag contains 4 testimonials. So each testimonials contains 25% width. So when we move this UL tag by 25%, it will display the third list, and when we again move it by 25%, it will display the fourth list. So we will use that logic. To move this UL tag in the left or right side, we will use the CSS properties, which is transform translate X. So let's see. Here we have the UL, right? So in this UL, if I add transform translate X, let's say minus 15%, and save the changes, you can see it has been moved left side. If I increase it, let's say 20%, again it is moving. Let's increase it, we will make it 23, it is moving left. Let's increase it 50%, it is moving left side, and it is displaying the third and fourth one. And if I make it 25 only, you can see it is displaying the second and third. Correct? Let me change the name here so that you can understand clearly. If I write like this, 1, in the name I am adding 1. Here I am adding 2. This is 3. And this one is 4. Save the changes. Right now it is displaying user 2 and user 3. Correct? And if I make it 0, it is displaying user 1 and user 2. If I change it -25, it will display user 2 and 3. If I further increase by 25, so it will become total -50, and you can see it is displaying third and fourth. So we have to shift this UL tag by 25% each time when we click on the next button or back button. So we will remove it from this CSS file. We will apply it using this on click. So first we have to select the UL tag. Here we have the UL tag. To select this UL tag, we will use the useRef. So let's add a space here, and here we will add const slider equal to useRef. Select it from this snippet. Now this useRef has been imported here. Now we have to link this with the UL tag. So here we have the UL tag, and in this one just add ref slider. That's it. So now we can access that UL tag using this slider. Now we will define the initial value of translate x. So we will add let tx, which is translate x, is equal to 0. So initially the translate x will be 0, so it will display the first list and the second list. Now if I click on the next button, it should become -25. So here we have the logic for the slide forward, which is for the next button. So in this one we will add if translate x greater than -50. If it is greater than -50, then only it will change. So let's add tx minus equal to 25. So when it is 0, it will decrease this value by -25. When it is -25, again it will decrease by -25. That will become -50. And when it is -50, then it will not work because we have already reached the last list. So this will update the tx value when we click on the next button. After that, we have to apply this tx value in the element. So we can select this element using the slider. And in the slider, we will add current, then add dot style, then dot transform equal to, here we have to add the translate x, and the value will be from this tx. So we will use the template literal. In this template literal, we will add translate x and this parenthesis, and in this one we will add the value. So let's add dollar curly braces. I am using this template literal, and here we will add this tx value, and then we will add the percentage. That's it. Save the changes, come back to the web page again, and if I click on this next button, you can see it will slide like this. If I click again, it works. And right now we are on the last testimonial, and if I click here, you can see it is not working because here we have added the condition. This tx will be updated whenever this tx is greater than -50, else it will not work. Now we will use the same concept for the back button. So just copy everything from here and place it in this slide backward. And here we will change the condition. If tx is less than 0, then only it will work. If tx is less than 0, in that case, it will increase the value. So we will add tx plus 25. That's it. We have just added this less than 0 and tx plus 25. And it is also same. Now again come back to the web page, and right now we are on the last testimonial. It is displaying third user and fourth user. If I click on this next button, it is not working, but If I click on the back button, you can see it will display another testimonial. If I click again, it will display the first testimonial. Right now it is displaying the first and second. And if I click again, there is no testimonial in the left side. So this next and back button is working fine, and it is displaying all the testimonials like a slider. So we have completed this testimonial slider also. After this testimonial slider, we will create the contact section. For the contact section also, we will add the subtitle and title. So let's come back and we will open this app.jsx file. Copy this one and paste it after this testimonial component. And here we will pass different subtitle and title. So here we will pass the subtitle contact us, and in the title we will type get in touch. Save the changes, open the web page and scroll at the bottom. You can see here we have the contact us, get in touch. After that we will create the contact component. So here right click over this components folder, then select new folder and write the folder name contact. Now in this one we will create a new file. It is contact.jsx, and again create a new file in this folder, that is contact.css. Open this JSX file, write RAFCE, then import this contact.css file, and now we will add the class name in this div, that will be contact. Now in this one again we will create two columns. In the left column we will display the text and some contact information, and in the right column we will display one contact form where user can submit the name, phone number and message, and that message will be sent to admin's email ID. So let's create the div with the class name contact call. Let's add, this is the contact column, duplicate it, so we will create two columns. Now in the first one we will add the text, so we will add the S3 tag, and here we will add the text send us a message. After that we will add some text in p tag, so this is the text. After that we will add some contact information like email ID, phone number, address, so that will be a list, so we will add UL and LI, and in this LI we will add the phone number, email ID and address. So let's add the email ID first, duplicate it, and here we will provide the phone number. This is the dummy phone number and one dummy address, like this. After that we have to mount this component in the app.jsx file. So open app.jsx file. After this title contact has been imported here, correct. Open the web page again. You can see here we have the title, and at the bottom you can see we have these title, a small description, then email ID, phone number, address. So we will add the CSS properties now. So just come back and copy this class name contact and open this contact.css file. So in this one just add this class name, and here we will add the margin of 80 pixels from top and bottom and auto from left and right side. After that we will add the maximum width. So the maximum width will be 90%, and then we will add display flex, align item center, and justify content space between, so that the columns will be aligned left and right side. Then we will add the class name for column, which is contact call. Let's add the flex basis of 48%. Then we will add color, this color code. So this is the text color. open the web page again, you can see it is using the 50% space and the right side is empty. Now we will add the CSS properties for this text which is in h3 tag. So let's come back and write this class name, then write h3. So for this one we will change the color. After that we will add font weight, then we will add the font size of 25 pixel. This is font size. Then we will add one image in this text in h3 tag. So here we will add the img, and in this image we have to add one image. So first import that image, we will add import, and here we will type message underscore icon from assets folder, then it will be msg icon dot png, and we will use this msg icon here like this. After that, if I come back to the web page, you can see here we have this text and this icon which is in the large size. So we have to add the CSS for this one. So let's open the CSS file, and here we will add this img, and for this image we will add the width. It will be 35 pixel. Then we will add the margin from the left side. It is 10 pixel. If I come back, you can see here it is, but it is not vertically centered. So let's come back, and here in this h3 let's add display flex align items center. Then we will add the margin from the bottom, that is 20 pixel. Now it is looking perfect. After that we will add the CSS properties for this p text. So let's add dot col and p. Here we will add maximum width of 450 pixel. Then we will add the line height of 1.3. So it is good. After that we will add the CSS for these list items. So let's add col, then ul and li. So for this list item we will add display flex align items center and margin of 20 pixel and 0. So we have a space around these email ID, phone number and address. With these list item we will add the icon also. That will be the email icon, phone number icon and location icon. So let's come back, and here we will import that icon. So duplicate this, and we will add the different file name. So let's add mail icon. Here also mail icon. The next one is phone icon, and this is phone icon.png. The last one is location icon, and the file name is location icon.png. Now we will use these icons here in this li tag. So in this li, let's add the img tag. So we will add img and provide the icon, mail icon, copy and paste it here in the second one and third one. The second one will be phone icon, and the next one is location icon. Save the changes, come back here, You can see here we have these icons. Next, we will add the CSS properties for these icons. So let's come back in the CSS file. Here we have the ULLI. So after this, we will add the img tag also. Let's add img. And for this image, we will add the width of 25 pixel, and after that we will add the margin from the right side. That is 10 pixel. So this contact info is looking perfect. So now we have designed the left part of this contact section. Next we will add one contact form in the right section. So let's come back. Here we have the contact.jsx file. In this one, let's add a space in this contact call, and here we will add one form. So let's add the form tag. Remove this action. In this form, we will add the label, and in this label we will add the text your name, and after this label there will be one input field. So let's add the input. Type will be text, and here we will add the name property. Name will be name. Then we will add the placeholder. In this placeholder we will type enter your name, and this field will be required. So we have to fill this field to submit the form. After that we will create another label tag, and in this one we will add the phone number, and then we will add the input tag. Input type will be tel for telephone, and here we will add the name property, and in this name we will add phone. This name property is important for sending this form data to our email ID. Then we will add the placeholder, and in this placeholder we will add the text enter your mobile number, and this field is also required. After that we will add another label tag, and in this label tag we will add write your message here, and after that we will add one text area where user can enter their message. So here we will add the name property. In this name we will add message. So we will receive the inquiries on our email with the name, phone number and message. After that, remove this ID and column. In this row, let's add 6. So it will increase the height of this text area. Here also we will add the placeholder. So in this placeholder, we will add the text enter your message. So this is the placeholder text. After that, this text area is also required. So user have to fill this text area field to submit the form. So we have added the input field for the name, for the phone number and message. After that, we will add one button that will submit this form. So we will add button and the type will be submit. Then for this button, we will add a class name btn and we will add one more class name dark btn, so that the button background color will be blue. Then we will add the button text. It is submit now. After adding this, let's open the web page. Here you can see we have the label and input fields. In this submit now button, we will add one arrow icon also. So we have to import that icon. So first here let's add import, and in this import let's add white arrow from, use this path and just change the file name. It is whitearrow.png. That's it. Now we will use this white arrow in the submit now button. So after this submit now text, we will add the img tag. In this src, we will add curly braces and place this icon. Now again open the web page. You can see here we have the right arrow in this submit now button. Next we will add the CSS properties to design this form. So let's come back, and here we have the form tag. So open this CSS file. Here we will add .contact space form, and in this form we have the input fields. So write input. It is form like this. Then we will add comma, and in this form we have the text area also. So let's add text area. So we will add the same CSS properties for this input tag and text area. So let's add display block, then width will be 100%. After that we will add the background, and in this background we will add this color code. After that we will add the padding of 15 pixel, that is space inside the input fields. Then border 0 and outline 0. Then we will add the margin from the bottom and top to add a space between the input fields. So let's add the margin bottom of 15 pixel and margin top of 5 pixel. Then we will add resize none. This is for the text area. After that, let's come back, and you can see this input fields are looking good. Next, we will add one more thing. Here, we will add one text after this form tag. So after closing of this form tag, we will add a span tag, and in this span let's write sending. You can see it is here, so we have to add some space for this text. Instead of this sending, we will display the message when we will send the form. It should display form sent successfully. So let's add the CSS first. So just come back to the CSS file. Here we will add .contact call and span. So in this span we will add display block, then margin of 20 pixels from top and bottom, and left right 0. So you can see it is here. So right now we will hide this. So let's come back and remove this. It is one empty tag. Now we have to add the functionality so that when user will enter any data in this contact form and click on this submit button, the admin will receive the inquiry on their email ID. For that we will use the Web3 form. So search for Web3 forms on Google, open this website web3forms.com, and here you have to create one access key. You don't have to log in on this website. Just click on this button, create your access key. Here you have to provide your email ID and click on create access key. That's it. After that it will send you one access key on your email ID. So if I open my email ID, you can see I have already received the Web3 forms API key. So we will use this API key in our project. If I come to this Web3 forms, go to pricing, you can see you can use this Web3 forms to receive 250 monthly submission for free. Now let's click on this docs, then scroll down, and here we have the JS frameworks. Then click on React.js, and here we have simple React contact form. Click here, and from here you have to copy this script. Let's copy this one and come back, and you have to paste it before this return statement. add a space here and paste that script. That's it. Now here we have the span tag. So in this one we will add curly braces and let's add result. That's it. Now here we have the form tag. So in this form tag we will add on submit curly braces and again on submit. That's it. So when this form will be submitted, it will execute this on submit function, which is async arrow function, and when user will click on the send button, it will display the message sending. Then it will store all the form data here and it will send the form data on this API link using this post method. And here we have to provide our access key. So I will paste my access key here. Let me come back. I will copy this access key. So here I have added my access key. Here you can see set result, response and message. So here only we will add space and let's add event dot target dot reset. So after submission of this form, it will reset the data from the form. That's it. After adding this, let's come back to our web page. Here we have this form. Let's add any name here. So I will type my name, Avinash, and let's add a dummy phone number. And here we'll add test message. So we have added the name, phone number and message. After that, if I click on this submit now button, you can see it is displaying sending. And after that, it displays email sent successfully. Correct? And you can see the form has been reset. Now, if I open my email ID, you can see here I have received a new inquiry, new form submission on your website. Let's open this email and you can see 0 minutes ago we have received this inquiry just now, and here we have the name, phone number and message. We have added test message in the input field. So this is how this contact form is completely working. After creating this contact section, we will create the footer section of our website. For that we will create another component. So let's come back, and here we have the components folder. Right click here and select new folder and write the folder name footer. Now right click over this footer and select new file. It will be footer.jsx, and again right click over the footer folder, new file, and the file name will be footer.css. Open this JSX file, write rafce, import the CSS file, we will add import statement, then provide the path footer.css. Now here we will add a class name, it is footer. Now we will add one copyright text in this footer. So we will use the p tag, and in this p tag we will add this text. After that we will add ul and li. So in this list we will add some link text, terms of service, duplicate it, and here we will add privacy policy like this. And after that we have to mount this footer component in the app.jsx file. So open this app.jsx file. After this contact we will add footer, select it from this snippet, Now come back to the web page, and here you can see at the bottom we have this text. Now we will add the CSS properties. So let's come back, and here we have the class name footer. Just copy this one and come to footer.css file. For this footer, we will add the margin of 10 pixel from top and bottom, left, right, auto. Then we will add display flex so that the copyright text and the links will be aligned side by side. Then we will add align item center and justify content space between. Then we will add border from the top. So at the top we will add one horizontal line. So let's add 1 pixel, solid, and this color code. Then we will add the padding of 15 pixel from top and bottom, left, right, 0. After adding this, come back, and here you can see we have one horizontal line at the top of this footer. This copyright text is in the left side, and here we have the other links in the right side. Now we have to align these terms of service and privacy policy text horizontally. So let's come back, and here we will add dot footer, then UL and LI. So for these list item we will add list style none, then we will add display inline block, then we will add the margin from the left side 20 pixel. Now it is looking good. Now we have completed the footer also. Let me scroll this web page. You can see this complete web page is looking perfect. Next we have to add the scroll feature on this web page so that when we click on the program, it will scroll the web page to the program section. When we will click on the about us, it will scroll the web page to the about us section. When we will click on the contact us, it will scroll the web page to the contact us section. For that we will use React Scroll. So open Google and search for npm React Scroll. Open this link, and here you can see we have the command npm install React Scroll. Just copy this one and we will open our terminal. Let's stop this project, Ctrl C. Yes. Now we will type npm install React Scroll. Press enter. Now it will install this React Scroll package. After that, again we have to start this project. So we will use npm run dev. That's it. We can use this link tag to scroll our web page to the particular section. And in this link tag, we have to provide the target. So we can provide the target using this to property. Then we can provide the smooth. So it will be smooth scroll. Then we will provide the offset and we will provide the duration. This offset is the space from the top. So let's come back. And we have to apply it in the navigation bar, right? So we will open the navbar file. Let me close these files. And here we have the navbar component, navbar.jsx file. In this one, here we have the li tag. Within this li, we have to add the link tag. So use opening arrow, link, and select this link from React Scroll. Then close this one and move this home inside this link tag like this. Now in this link, we have to provide the target. So the target will be in the to property. So the target will be home. When we click on this home, it will come to top. So actually the first component is hero. So we will add hero. So it will scroll to the top, which is the hero component. And after that, we have to provide the smooth. So the smooth will be true. Then we will provide the offset. So the offset will be 0. We don't need any space from the top when we scroll the website to the top. Then we will add the duration. And in this duration, let's add 500. Let's add the same thing in other list items. So just copy this one, paste it here, and here we will close this link. Paste it in the about also. Then in this campus. Then in this testimonial. And we will just replace this button tag. Instead of this button tag, we will add link tag. Now in this one, we will add these properties. Now you can see here we have the target hero. In the second one, we will add the target program. In the third one, we will add the target about. In the next one, we will add the target campus. In the next one, we will add the target testimonials. And in the next one, the target is contact. When we are adding the target here, so you need to add these value in the ID or name property. So if I open programs.jsx file, so here you have to provide one name, and in this name you have to provide programs, or you can provide ID like this. And in this ID you have to provide programs, but it will still work if you have a unique class name. So we have used this programs class name only once, so it will work with the class name also. So let's come back here. We have added all these things and come back to the web page. Now if I click on programs, you can see it has scrolled the web page to the program section. If I click on about, it has scrolls here. If I click on campus, it has scrolled the web page to the campus section. If I click on testimonials, it has scrolls here. And if I click on contact, it has scrolls here. But here we have a problem. When we click on program, you can see we need some space from the top, because this navigation bar is hiding the title, which is here. So we need to add the offset. So let's come back, and here we have the link program. In this one we have added the offset 0. So instead of this 0, we will add the offset of -260. And in this about us, we will add the offset -150. Now in the next one, which is campus, here also we will add -260. In the next one, which is testimonial, we will add -260, and in the contact also we will add -260. So we have added the offset. After that, we will come back to the web page, and now if I click on programs, you can see we have proper space below this navigation bar, and it scrolls the web page to the programs section. If I click on about, it scrolls here. If I click on campus, it scrolls here, and if I click on testimonials, it scrolls the web page to the testimonial section. We have proper space here. And if I click on contact, it scrolls the web page to the contact section. Now finally, we have added the smooth scroll also on this web page. Next, we have to make this web page responsive for mobile phone and tablet devices. For that, we will use the media queries. To make our website responsive, first we will start with the navigation bar. So let me right click here and select inspect. And from here, I can change my screen size. If I reduce the screen size below 1000 pixel, you can see this contact buttons goes below this link. So we have to add the media queries below this 1000 pixel. So let's come back. We will open this navbar.css file. And here let's add one comment. So we will add the comment media query, and here we will add the media max width 1000 pixel. Now in this one we will add the CSS properties that will be applicable for the device whose maximum width is 1000 pixel. So when we reduce the screen size, first we need to reduce the space which is in the left side and right side of the entire web page. We have added the space of 10%, so we will reduce that space. So let's come back. First we will open this index.css file, and in this one also we will add the media query. So let's add one comment media query, and here we will add the media max width of 1200 pixel, and here we will add the class name container, and for this container we will add padding from the left side. Let's reduce it 5%, and padding from the right side, it is also 5%. Now we will decrease the space inside the button also. So in this file also we have added the btn class name. So for this btn we will decrease the padding. Let's add the padding of 14 pixel and 22 pixel. So when we reduce the screen size below 1200 pixel, it will reduce the space from the left and right side. You can see if I increase the width, we have a larger space from the left side and right side, and when we reduce the width below 1200, now the width has been reduced to the 5%. And if I reduce the width further and below 1000, you can see this contact button is displaying below this link. So we have to reduce the space between these list items, and we will reduce the size of this logo. For that we will open navbar.css file, and here in this media query we will add .logo, and we will decrease the width. It will be 140 pixel. Then we have the list items, so we will add ul, which is in the nav tag, nav, ul and li. So for these list item we will decrease the space. Margin will be 10 pixel and 15 pixel. Save the changes. Now come back, and you can see we are below 1000 pixel and it is looking good. But if I reduce the width further, and when we go below 840 pixel, this contact button goes below this link. So now again we need the media query. So in this case we will remove this links from the top navigation bar, and we will display the links in the sidebar. So let's come back, and here we will add the media query for the 840 pixel. And here let's add the nav tag. For this nav, first we will reduce the padding 15 pixel and 0. And after that, here we have the nav ul. So for this nav ul, we will change the position. It will become fixed. Then we will add the top 0, right, it will be 0. Then after that we will add background. In this background we will add a color code, this one. Then let's add the z index, it will be -1, and after that we will add the width. So the width will be 200 pixel. Then we will add the padding from the top, it is 70 pixel, and Then we will add the transition of 0.5 seconds. After adding this, let's come back to the web page again. Reduce the width. You can see this navigation links are displaying in the right side. Right now it is not the full height, so let's come back and here we will add bottom 0. Now again come back, you can see it is using the available height, and here we have all the links. Now we have to align all these links vertically, so let's come back and here we will add nav-ul, then li tag. So for these list items we will add display block so that it will be vertically aligned. Then we will add the margin. So the margin will be 25 pixel and 40 pixel. That's it. You can see alignment for these menu list is looking good. If I increase the width, it looks like this. We have the menu links at the top, and when we reduce the width, these links will be displayed in the right sidebar. Now we need to add one icon where we can click and open and close this side navigation menu. For that, let's come back. Open this navbar.jsx file, and in this one we will add one menu icon. So here we have the UL tag. So after this UL, before closing of this nav tag, here we will add one img. In this image we will add one menu icon. So first we will import that menu icon here. Let's duplicate this, and here we will add menu_icon, and the file name is menuicon.png. So we have imported this menu icon, we can use it here. And with this menu icon, we will add a class name. So the class name is menu icon, and here we will add the CSS properties for this menu icon. Before that, let's see. Here it is displaying the menu icon on a small screen, and if I increase the width, still it is displaying. So first we have to hide this menu icon on full screen. It should not display the menu icon on large devices. So let's come back, and here we will open navbar.css file, and above this media query, here we have added the media query. So above that, let's add dot menu icon display none. So it is hidden. When we add display none, it will be hidden, and it is hidden for all the screen size. Let's reduce the width. You can see it is hidden in a smaller screen also. But we have to display the menu icon when we will open the web page in a smaller screen. So let's come back and open this CSS file, and here we will add the class name for that menu icon in this media query. So let's add menu icon, and we will add display block. So again it will be visible. We will define the width 30 pixel and cursor will be pointer. Now come here, you can see this menu icon is visible in a smaller screen, and when we increase the width, the menu icon is hidden. When we decrease the width, it will be visible. Now we have to add the click functionality here. When we click on this menu icon, it should hide the side navigation bar, and when we click again, it will again display this navigation bar. So how we can hide this side navigation bar? So let's come back, and if I add right -200 pixel, because here we have width 200 pixel, and when we write -200 pixel, so it will move out of the viewport area. You can see that is hidden, and if I change it -100, it is visible 50%. If I change it to 0, it is completely visible. So what we have to do, we have to change this right dynamically when we will click on the menu icon. So we will apply one extra class name. So just add a new class name here. Just add the class name mobile menu, or we can say hide mobile menu. To hide this, we will add right -200 pixel. So whenever we will apply this class name in the UL tag, it will hide the right navigation menu. So we have to apply this class name dynamically when we will click on the menu icon. So let's come back to the JSX file. Here we have the menu icon. So here we will add one onClick property. So let's add onClick equal to, and we will add toggle menu. Next we have to declare this toggle menu function. So let's scroll here, and after this let's add const toggle menu is equal to one arrow function, and in this one we have to apply the hide menu class name based on the condition. So before that we will add one const, and here we will declare one use state variable. So let's add mobile menu, and the setter function name is set mobile menu. It will be use state and initialize it with false. So the initial value for this mobile menu will be false. Now what will happen when we click on the icon? It will change the mobile menu from false to true or true to false. So what we will do, we will add mobile menu and we will use the ternary operator. If the mobile menu is true, in that case it will make it false. So to change the value, we will use this setter function and we will set it as false. And if it is false, then we will add true. So when we will click on the menu icon, this mobile menu will become true or false, and based on this value we can update the class name. So let's use this in this UL. So in this UL we will add a class name, and here we will use the ternary operator. So just add mobile menu. If this mobile menu is true, in that case we will add empty string, and if it is false, in that case we will add the hide class name. Where it is here, hide menu. So just copy this one, paste it here. That's it. Now what will happen when we will click on the menu icon? It will apply this class name or remove this class name. So just come back to the web page, click on this icon. You can see it display the side navigation menu, and when we click again it will hide the side navigation menu. So this toggle menu is working fine. If I scroll this web page, you can see this side navigation menu is also fixed. And if I click on this about, it will scroll the web page to the about section. If I click on contact, it will scroll the web page to the contact section. Correct? Now if I change the screen width, you can see if I reduce the width, still this navigation bar is looking perfect. So now we have made our navigation bar responsive for mobile phone and tablet. Next we will make our hero section responsive for different screen size. Open this hero.css file. Here we will add the media queries. So first we will add one comment, which is media query, and after that we will add the media query for the maximum width of 850 pixel. In this one we will reduce the size of the title. So we will add hero text, then h1. So for this title we will decrease the font size. It will be 40 pixel. This size is good. If I further decrease the screen size, still it is looking big for a small screen like mobile phone, correct? So again we need to reduce the size for this text. So just come back and we will duplicate this and we will make it 650 pixel, and the font size will become 30, and we will decrease the maximum width so that we will get some space around the text from the left and right side. Then we will add the margin auto. Next we will decrease the font size of the description text also. So we will add hero text, then P, and in this one we will add the font size of 14 pixel. Then we will change the margin 15 pixel, auto, and 30 pixel. So it is looking good. So now we have made our hero section responsive for different screen size. After that we have to make our program section responsive. You can see it becomes very small when we reduce the screen size. So let's come back. We will open programs.css file, and in this one also we will add the comment. So here we will add the comment media query, and after that we will add the media query for the maximum width of 650 pixel. So here we will add the class name programs, and right now all the contents are displaying horizontally. So when we reduce the screen width below 650 pixel, in that case it will be displayed vertically. For that we will add flex direction column, and after that we will add dot program, which is individual program. In that one we will add flex basis 100%, and margin will be 20 pixel. Save the changes and open the web page. Now if I reduce the width, you can see these programs are coming vertically, and here we have the hover effect, which is working fine. So we have made our program section responsive. Next we will make the about section responsive for different screen size. For that we will come to about.css file. We will open this about.css file. Here also we will add one comment media query, and here we will add the media query for the maximum width of 800 pixel. So in this one let's add the class name about, and here also we will add the same thing. We will add flex direction column so that it will be aligned vertically, and after that we will add the flex basis. So just add dot about left. We will add the flex basis of 100%, and we will add the margin of 20 pixel. After that we will add dot about right. Here also we will add the flex basis of 100%. So it will use the full width. Come back to the web page. If I reduce the screen size, you can see right now it is displaying the image in full width, and here we have the text in full width. It is coming vertically. But here you can see we already have these three images, and again we have the about image. Now I want this about image to move below this text. For that, let's come back, and here we have the about left. In this one, just add order 2. That's it. If I add order 2, then you can see first it will display this text and after that this image. And if I increase the width, first it is displaying image and after that text. So this is how this about section is also responsive for smaller screen. It is looking good. Now we have to make our campus photos responsive for different screen size. For that, we will open the campus.css file. Here it is. In this one, first we will add one comment, and after that we will add the media query for 800 pixel maximum width. So in this one, we will add the class name gallery, and in this gallery right now it is displaying 4 images. So when we will reduce the screen width, it should display only 2 images. For that we will add flex wrap. Then again we will add this gallery and then write img. For this image we will increase the width. So the width will be 48% and margin at the bottom 25 pixel. After that, if I open the web page, you can see in a small screen it is displaying 2 images in a row, and if I increase the width, it is displaying 4 images in a row. So this section is also responsive in a smaller screen. Next we have to make our testimonial section responsive for a smaller screen. Right now if I click here, you can see this slider is working, but the layout is not good. It is not displaying 2 items completely. So we have to reduce the space and size. So just come back and we will open testimonial.css file. Scroll down, and here also we will add one comment. Then we will add the CSS properties for the maximum width of 800 pixel. So in this media query, we will add the class name testimonials, and first we will reduce the padding. So the padding is 0 and 40 pixel. Initially we have added the padding 0 and 80 pixel. So in the smaller screen we have reduced it 0 and 40 pixel. After that we have the buttons. So let's add the class name next button and dot back button. So for both buttons we will decrease the padding and width. So we will add the padding of 10 pixel and the width will be 35 pixel. After that we will add the list items. So let's add testimonials, then UL and LI. So for these list item, let's decrease the padding. It will be 10 pixel. Now here we have the slide. In this slide also we have the padding of 40 pixels. So in a smaller screen we will decrease the padding. For this slide we will add the padding of 10 pixel. And in this one we have the image. You can see in this slide we have the img tag, and here we have the width of 65 pixel. So we will reduce that. So let's add the width of 50 pixel and we will decrease the width of this border. So let's add the border 3 pixel, solid, and this color code. Come back. You can see if I change the screen size, here it is looking good. Now if I decrease the screen size further below 600, here also we need some space and we need to decrease the size of these text. So let's come back and we will open the CSS file, and here we will add the media query for 600 pixel. Copy this, write 600, and here we will add dot user info. In this one we will add display block and margin at the bottom. Right, Then we have the title in H3, so we will add user info, then H3. So for this one, let's write the font size 16 pixel, and after that we will add the font size in this user info also. So we will add the font size of 12 pixel. Then we will add the font size for the text which is in the P tag. So we will add slider P, and we will add the font size 12 pixel. Now let's come back, and here you can see below 600 it is looking good. We can change the testimonials by clicking on these buttons. So now we have made our testimonial section also responsive for a small screen. Next we will make our contact section responsive for different screen size. For that we will open contact.css file. Here it is. In this one also we will add one comment. So we will add this comment media query. Then we will add the media query for the maximum width of 700 pixel. In this one we will add .contact, this class name, and for this one we will add display block. So both columns will be aligned vertically, and for these columns we'll add some padding. So let's add contact call padding of 20 pixel. That's it. After adding this, again open the web page and reduce the screen size. You can see it is displaying in the left and right column, but if I reduce the screen width further below 700, and now it will be displayed vertically. You can see the contact information is displaying here, and below that we have the contact form. And if I decrease the screen width further, still it is looking good. All the above sections are looking good in a smaller screen. This side navigation bar is also working. Now we have to make this footer responsive for a smaller screen. So we will open footer.css file. So let's open this components, then footer.css file. Here also we will add one comment, and then we will add the media query for the maximum width of 600 pixel. So in this one we will add .footer, and display will be block, and text align center. Then we will use this class name again, and here we will use UL and LI. So for this list item we will add the margin of 10 pixel, and here we have the UL. So for this UL, let's add the margin from the top, that is 10 pixel. Now again open the web page. You can see this footer is looking perfect in a smaller screen, and if I increase the width it is looking like this. Now we have made our website completely responsive for different screen size for mobile phone and tablet. Now we will add the click functionality on this play icon. When we will click on this play icon, it will display a video in the center of this web page. To create that, we will create a new component. So let's come back to the VS Code editor. Let's close this file, and here we have the components. Right click here and select new folder, and we will add the folder name video player. Right click over this folder and select new file, and the file name will be videoplayer.jsx. Then we will create the CSS file videoplayer.css. Open this JSX file, write RAFCE. Here we will import the CSS file. For this div, we will provide a class name. So let's add a class name video player. And in this one, we will add a video tag to add a video. So let's add video src. In this src, we have to provide the file path of any video. So here on my computer screen, you can see I have added a video. Let's move this file in this project folder, src assets. I will place it here. So this is the video file, collegevideo.mp4. I will provide this video link in the description. Now here we have to import that file. Import video from, then provide the path. It is in the assets folder, then file name collegevideo.mp4. Here we can use this video. Now in this video tag, we will add autoplay, muted, and controls. That's it. After that, we have to mount this component in the app.jsx file. So let's open this app.jsx file and I will add it here at the end. Before the closing div tag, we will add video player. After adding this, we will come back to the website. Scroll down and you can see this video is playing at the bottom. Now we have to change its position and width. It will be displayed in the center of the web page and there will be dark layer on the entire web page. So let's come back. Open this videoplayer.css file. Before that, we will copy the class name. It is video player. Write this class name here in this videoplayer.css. In this one, we will provide position. It will be fixed. Top 0, left 0. Then width will be 100%. Then height 100%. After that, we will add the background, and in the background, we will add a dark layer that is 90% opacity. So let's add 000, which is black color, and 0.9, that means 90% opacity. After that, we will add z-index, let's say 100, so it will be on top of all the elements. Then we will add the CSS for the video tag. So in this one, we have a video tag. For this video, we will add the width. It will be 90%, and let's set the maximum width of 900 pixel. Then we will add the height auto, and here we will add the border of 4 pixel, solid and white color. After adding this, if I come back to the web page again, and here you can see a video in the top left corner and the rest of the web page is covered with a dark layer. So let's move this video in the center. For that, in this one, we will add display flex, align item center, then justify content center. After that, this video is in the center and you can see the dark layer around this video that covers the entire web page. Now, if I change the screen size, you can see it is also responsive for different screen size. So we don't have to write any other media query for this one. So this is responsive. Now we have to hide this one. It will be visible when we click on the play icon. To hide this, let's come back, and here we will add dot video player and one more class name dot hide. And in this one, we will add display none, like this. After that, we have to use this class name in the JSX file. Open this, and here we have the video player. Then here let's add hide. So we have two class name, video player and hide. Now it will be hidden from the website. You can see we don't have that video. Here we have added the hide class name that hides the video player, but when we click on the play icon, it should display the video. For that, we have to remove this class name, and we will remove this class name dynamically. For that, we will use the use state. So let's open app.jsx file. Here we have app.jsx file. Here, before this return statement, we will add one use state const, and we will add the use state variable name play state, and the setter function name will be set play state. And initialize the value with false. It means initially the play state will be false. It means video will be hidden. Now we have to update this value when we will click on the play icon. So we have to pass this setter function in about component. So here we have the about component. In this one we will pass it as a props. So let's add set play state equal to curly braces and set play state. That's it. Now we will open about component. So open about.jsx file. Here we have the play icon. So in this one we have to use that setter function. So first we will destructure that. So in this one, here we will use curly braces and set play state. Now we can use it in this play icon. So let's add onClick equal to, we will add one arrow function, and in this arrow function let's use this setter function, and we will set the value true. So when the value is true, it should display the video. So we have updated the play state, which is here. So when we click on the play icon, it will become true. So now we have to pass this in the video player component. So here let's add play state, and we will pass the setter function also. So this is the setter function. So we have passed this use state variable and setter function as a prop. Now we will open this video player, and here you can see we have added hide. So remove it and we will use it dynamically. So first let's destructure the props, that is play state, and the second one is set play state. And here we will use the ternary operator and template literal to add the class name dynamically. So use curly braces, add it here with backticks, and then we will use template literal. So we will add $sign curly braces, and here we will use this play state. So when the play state is true, it means the video will be playing. So we will not add any class name. We will just pass empty string. Then we will add colon, and here we will add the else condition. So when the play state is false, in that case it should hide the video. For that we will just pass the hide class name. That's it. After adding this, save the changes and open the web page. Now if I click on this play icon, it will display that video. You can see it is displaying. Let's refresh the website again. Click on this play icon. You can see it is working. But next we have to add a functionality so that when we will click on this empty space, it will close this video. So Let's come back. First we will add the cursor effect on this play icon. So let's open this about.css file. Here we have the play icon. We will add cursor pointer. You can see the cursor effect here on this play icon. Next we have to add the functionality to close the video player by clicking on the empty space. So let's come back. We will open this video player.jsx file, and in this one we have to select this div. For that we will use useref. So let's add a space here and we will use const player is equal to useref, and here we will add null. Useref has been imported here in the first line. Now we will add this useref here in this div. So let's add ref is equal to player, like this. We have selected this and we can access it using this player. Now we have to add the click feature on this div. For that we will use onClick. So here only we will add a space, write onClick, and when we will click on this div, it will execute a function called close player. So let me write it here, close player. Next we have to declare this function. Just copy it and add it here. Let's add const close player is equal to one arrow function. In this close player we will add one if condition. If e.target. Here we will add e. So we are adding e.target. If it is equal to this player dot current, it means the element where we have clicked is same as this div, then it will close the player. Else if we will click on the video, it will not close the player. So to close the player we have to use the setter function, set play state false. That's it. When the play state is false, it will hide that video. After adding this, we will come back to the website, and now you can see if I click on this play icon, it starts playing this video, and if I click on this video, nothing will happen. We can control this video, we can play or pause, we can move forward or backward, and if we click on the empty space outside of this video, so let me click here, you can see it will close this video. So finally this video player is also working fine. Now we have completed our college or university website step by step using React.js. Our next step is to upload this website on online web hosting. To upload this website online, we need to create a build. So let's open the VS Code editor and we will open the terminal, and in this terminal we will type npm run build. Type this command, press enter. That's it. Now let's come back to the project folder. In this project folder you can see we have a new folder which is dist, and in this dist folder we have the assets and one index.html file. So we have to upload this assets and index.html file on our web hosting. You can also upload this on the Netlify or Vercel for free, but there you will not get the custom domain. But I will upload it on my personal domain name and web hosting. To get the domain name and web hosting, you need to come to this website. You will find this website link in the video description that will directly take you to this page where it displays all the hosting plans. So click on the link in the description and open this web page. And here we have different plans. In this single plan, I can host only one website. And if I go to premium plan, here these are the features, and in this one you can see we can host up to 100 websites. When we will buy this premium plan for 1 year, we will get one domain name for free. So we will select this premium and click on add to cart. And here you can select the duration. The maximum duration you will select, you will get the maximum discount. You can see if I buy this web hosting for 48 months, I will get it for $149 per month. This price can be different for you in different country. You can select this duration according to your requirement, but never select for 1 month because you need to renew this plan every month and the renewal cost will be very high. That's why I will recommend you to buy at least for 12 months. Here you can create a new account using your Google account or Facebook account, or if you already have an account, you can enter your email ID and password and login. Then you can use any payment method and then enter your billing information and you can place the order. But right now you can see this is the final price, but you can get additional discount by applying my coupon code. So here you can see one option, have a coupon code. Click here, enter GreatStack, then click on apply. After applying this coupon code, you can see we got additional discount and this is the final price. After that, click on this button and complete your purchase. After completing the purchase, you will come to this page. Here, just click on this skip. Again, click on this skip link. Here, I am getting option choose a domain and use an existing domain. If you already have any domain name with another domain registrar, you can select it here. And here you will get one more option, that is claim free domain. When you will buy this web hosting for 1 year, you will get a free domain name for 1 year. So you will get one more option, claim free domain. This is my old account. I have already claimed the free domain. That's why I will buy a new domain. So here I will search for a domain name, GreatStack.in. Let's search. So this domain name is available. I will click on buy now. After getting the domain, click on the next button. After that, click on this button, manage site. Now we will click here to open this website in new tab. So you can see our website is up and running. And here, this is the default web page provided by Hostinger. So let's come back and open this file manager. Then open this public_HTML folder. And here we have the default.php file. We have to delete this file. And here only we can upload our own website files. So let's click on this, upload, then click on this folder. Then locate your project folder, select this dist folder and click on upload. Click on this upload button. So it will upload all the content from this dist folder. It is here. If I open this dist folder, here we have the assets and index.html file. Let me select both and click on this move icon. Then move it here. Double click here. Now this file will be moved in this public_HTML folder. Just click on this move. That's it. Delete this dist. So you can see in this public_HTML folder, we have the assets folder and index.html file, the same thing that we have in this dist folder. After uploading it, let's open the website again. And here you can see it is displaying our website that we have created using React. So this is how you can host your website online using Hostinger. So just go through my link given in the description and get your domain name and web hosting and apply my coupon code GreatStack. So as you completed this tutorial till the end, I want you to build it on your own and share the preview video or a screenshot of this project on LinkedIn by tagging GreatStack page, so that we will review it and mention your name in our next video. I hope this video will be helpful for you. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like and share this video and also subscribe my channel GreatStack to watch more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching this video.